What's Gucci fame? Today we're gonna talk about Horizon Zero Dawn. Came out today. I got it last night, pre-downloaded. Played about an hour today. What you're watching right now is some gameplay from earlier this evening. As you can see, this game is aesthetically really badass. One of the best looking games that I've played on a console. Really surprised by that. I do really appreciate what they did with this game. This game took a ton of time. I'm curious. I'm gonna go back and look and see like how long this was in development for. But really cool game. Today we'll just discuss a little bit about this game's potential for YouTube. I feel like there are two sides of the spectrum for a game and YouTube. One side, you have a game like Bethesda games are YouTube gold. They're super deep, super dense as far as like content goes. Not just like gameplay content, but just things that you can find and make a YouTube video about. Like you just find some random hut with a book in it, and there's just this whole big story that ties into two other quests on the other side of the map, and you can make a 20-minute long YouTube video discussing like how it happened, who it happened to, the people, their history, just all kinds of bullshit like that. On the other side of the spectrum, you have a game like No Man's Lie, which is super huge, a cool game in concept, a very revolutionary game in size, but it was very thin. It's excuse me, but very thin on the surface. I thought that game was going to be huge for YouTube, and of course, after people like figured out the gameplay loop, it didn't last very long, which kind of sucks because that game was hyped up unbelievably. But I'm trying to figure out where this game lies on that spectrum. Being a couple hours in, I see it right in the middle. I kind of thought this might be a Bethesda type game where there's just so many different things you can talk about, like lore, history, gameplay mechanics, that sort of thing, stuff that's just hidden everywhere. This game seems a little more fleshed out from the beginning. Maybe that will change. Obviously, I'm only a couple hours in, but we're discussing the potential for YouTube, not what is YouTube. Obviously, we won't know for a while. I mean, I guess you could kind of make the assumption based on the type of content. I don't know about that yet. Probably make another video making like an update on how YouTube worthy this game is. But what do you guys think? I want to know, like, how don't spoil anything obviously, but how far are you guys into this game? Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts? Like, is this game more YouTube worthy than No Man's Sky, or is it more of a like Uncharted 4 game where, well, any Uncharted game where you just kind of follow a path and then it leads you to the end, and there's not really that much to discuss or talk about or to go into. It's just like watching a movie. I mean, even watching a movie is like, I feel like more thought-provoking than even an Uncharted game because of how linear it is, and there's not really any deep ideas or thoughts behind it, which those are the things that really get me excited about like movies and video games. And I hope this one is a lot like a movie that came out last year, like Arrival, where it's just kind of like, holy shit, okay, this was a pretty simple story, but there's a lot of deeper thoughts and processes going on here. So I'm hoping this is that type of game where it dives into the history of how this happened. I'm really excited to find out from a couple YouTubers that I've seen like finish it, said that it's like 40 hours long. Of course, they took their time. They've had the copy for almost 2 weeks now, And I don't know. I'm pretty excited to get into this game more and put 40 or 50 hours into it and find out what happens. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.